Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be going through this micro here as well as my holiday section out of my classic planner. This was requested by a fellow subscriber and I thought it was a good idea to share it with you guys just because my flip throughs don't really go through my planner so much anymore, although I will be doing a full flip through in the beginning of the year. I don't think you guys have ever seen my micro close up. I have done some stuff on IG, but I know it's not quite the same as doing it here on YouTube. You can kind of get a better look, and I didn't describe anything. I just kind of did a silent flip through. So I'll talk a little bit about what I did in there just to kind of make it functional for me. So sit back and let's get to it. I think I'm going to go ahead and start with my micro. That's where I'll start. If you guys were part of the micro craze that happened this spring, you probably have one or a few or a dozen of these. They were very popular. I think they came with plastic rings. They came with little sheets of paper, which I'll just flip real quick, show you the paper. So it came with some like note paper, and that's it. So it was just like a happy notes, but in micro form. So it's not really a planner. I thought it would be perfect for me for on the go because I have a tiny little purse. I mean, it's literally like this big. And I didn't want to put, I can't fit a full mini in there. I can barely fit this guy in there because I like to travel light. But I thought that this would be perfect for me because, you know, sometimes you need things on the go and it'd be nice to have like little lists and reminders and things that I could keep on the disk system and transfer in and out of my classic planner into here. So that was the idea. I changed out the plastic discs, which were, I think they were pink plastic discs for these gold metal rings. And I will say that I think the gold has darkened over time, the ones that our Happy Planner has pulled out. Because can you see the difference between the golds and these rings? I noticed that on a couple of other ones that I've purchased recently as well. So yeah, I kind of like the lighter gold better. I thought it was just a lot cleaner looking, and I'm happy that I have these ones. But yeah, the gold that I purchased for these are just a little bit more orangey. So it doesn't go as well with the tones in the cover, but I'm still happy with the metal discs because they held up really well with me shoving it in my purse. So anyway, enough about that. So that was one of the first upgrades I did to this. And then I'm going to just go ahead and flip to the back. I made a pin loop for it. So basically I just took like a cheap headband that I think I got that at Michael's on clearance a while back, and I only wanted one out of the set, so I just had this laying around. I just trimmed it out because it has this natural little hole in it, so I didn't even have to sew or anything. I just kind of deconstructed the other side of the headband on this side. And then just trimmed it and stuck it down with, I think this was with a glue gun. Anyway, so that's my little pen holder, and then I got this cute, perfectly sized pen at Daiso, my favorite Japanese dollar store. It was just perfect. Like, it has like the little touch point for your phone, and you know, it's a ballpoint pen. I wish it was a friction pen. You guys know I love friction, but I mean, on the go, this is perfect, and it doesn't take up much space, so it's great all around. I made this little plastic envelope, which probably needs to be redone. It's looking kind of rough. I think I took some plastic from, I don't even remember where, honestly. Maybe out of a Happy Planner thing, I don't know. But I took it and I just kind of did like an envelope shape to it. And then I close it with this little piece of washi tape, which again, like I said, it's looking a little rough. I've stuffed it with quite a few receipts and it's got some glue kind of stuck on it, so I'll probably redo it. But I just love it because that's where I keep all my, you know, craft store receipts in case I need to return anything. You guys know about that craft life. Yeah, I have that and some coupons and things like that, so I just stuck it in there. So I have that little envelope, and then I'm going to backtrack here, and then I have this little sticky dashboard, which I want to say came with something, maybe like with a box set or something that I got a while back. So I just stuck it in here. It was perfect size, color was coordinated, and all that good stuff. Okay, so I'm going to flip back to the front, and then we'll go over how I kind of made it into a planner for me. It's not a calendar planner, but it is divided into sections, so we'll see how this goes. So I created little divider tabs out of cardstock, and this one I just recently added because of the holiday season. Both of my planners have a holiday section now. That just brings me joy. And I had some, like I said, some stock craft paper that I wasn't really that fond of for using. I like to make Christmas cards every year, and this print just wasn't that great for me, so I haven't used it. I've had it for probably a couple of years and just haven't used this print. So I repurposed it into a divider, added some stickers here to the front from the Christmas Joy sticker book, and voila, a little funness to look at as I open up. On the back, as you can see, the print it's cute, but it's a little busy, so I thought it was good for the back, just, you know, kind of as an extra little holidayness to it. Here's where I'm going to keep my micro Black Friday pages. I'm still working on them, which you'll see in the classic. So these are just the sample pages that I showed you guys on camera, but I thought I'd show you where they're going to live. So this is where they'll be, and I'll be ready to go when I'm ready to go out shopping. Before I get to that, so I made this little bookmark as well. This came from, it was actually like a mini size for the mini planner bookmark, and I just trimmed it down to fit in my micro. So I can put a little header on there if I want. I thought about doing that, but it's just kind of a way for me to quickly go to a place within my dividers, which we'll talk about next. So I haven't like labeled them or anything. I just thought it was a good way for me to easily flip to a current page or a current list that I'm working off of. Just a few more of those sample pages. And then we get into what's in my normal planner without the holiday section. I have these tabs, or divider tabs. I created these again out of cardstock. I had some pretty gold cardstock that I bought a while back as well, and I made dividers for my classic, and then I thought that would work well here in this little micro. I used the labels from, I think it's Carpe Diem. It's from Hobby Lobby, and they have a sticker sheet that's just tiny little labels. I've seen a lot of planner babes use those labels in other applications, like at the top here for theirs, but I thought that the size was really good for the micro. Instead of using my label maker, I just used those, and they worked out, I thought, pretty good, and they're pretty easy to read. I have 3 sections: don't forget, get it done, and then scribbles, which are just perfect for me for on the go. A lot of questions about how I actually made the dividers, and honestly I have to think about it because I know that I used, I think, one of the header, like one of these. Let me see if this is correct. Like, yeah, I think I did. So I think I used one of these guys, or maybe from the mini, to get the size correct. I did the first one on the top, the one on the back, and then I did the middle one just halfway in between. That made it a little bit simpler for me than trying to kind of do the math. I just winged it since I was only doing 3. And yeah, so I just cut it out to the size, and I think these are about half an inch wide, maybe a quarter. I got my ruler. Yeah, a quarter, sorry. So they're a 1/4 inch from the edge. So I think this is 4 by 3, sorry, 3 by 4, and then so you just need like 3 1/4 and by 4, then you can trim around and trim it out. So that's how I made those. Labeled both front and back. My don't forget is where I just have my running list of things that I want to get done, or maybe like little grocery lists or things I need to buy. So recently I needed to get a few things for my Christmas cards. I had run out of them as I was making them, so I needed to go grab those, and I just did it this morning. So I use another one of these little bookmarks to, kind of keep track of where I am in my list section. Usually the other bookmark is in the Get It Done section. In here I just have some regular paper. They had two types of paper. I can't remember which one came with this one. I want to say maybe this style came with the planner, and then I bought an extra little pack which they sold separately at Hobby Lobby and added this one in there. And I kind of liked it because it had a little bit more lines to put in, so it was better for lists. Anyway, that's where that lives, and so these are all just blank and ready to go. Oh, and then I have the Get It Done section, so there's the divider for that. In here I have a couple of pre-stickered pages just as to-dos. So these are for errands or places I need to go, tasks, if you will, of what I need to do. So those are those pages, and yeah, so that's pretty much it. I labeled a few. I didn't label them all. It's kind of nice to have a little extra sticker in there. And then scribbles. Scribbles is just for things I need to jot down real quick so I have it while I'm out. For example, I was looking for some storage for under my desk, and I needed to know how, big and tall and wide the storage unit could be. I also wanted to know how deep the drawers needed to be for the sticker books. So I kind of made some notes here so I would have it while I was out shopping around. So that's what this section is for. And again, I just have some extra paper in here. So that's it. So then we're back to the stickies and the envelope and the pen loop. That's my micro. So in case you guys were wondering how I have it set up, that is it. And I did do a post on it back, I want to say in early summer, about kind of like how I made these, but it was more of a static picture post. It wasn't video or anything. But if you can want to see kind of the tools and things that I used, you're welcome to look that up on my Instagram. And maybe I'll find the post and link it in the description. That's what I'll do. So I'll link that in the description, as well as the flip through on my IGTV, in case you just want to flip through it in its normal state of affairs. And now to my classic. So this is my catch-all planner. So if you're new to my channel, I Frankenplan, and I put basically 3 different planners together in one, along with other sections that I use regularly, including my goals. I have some dividers in the back for home and work and social and just miscellaneous. So I use all of that for storage of that stuff, plus my 3 planners that I'm currently working in: my daily, my health, and my social calendars. So that's it. But around this time of year, I like to add a little section for the holidays. So I'm going to flip to that. Bada bing, bada boom. And I got this divider, or dashboard I should call it, this dashboard on, I think it came with stickers on top. It was like a teacher sticker sheet, or sticker, it wasn't quite a book, but it was like 20 sheets of teacher stickers from the Happy Planner that they sold at Target, not this year, but last year. I didn't need it, but it was on clearance, so I bought it. Took the stickers off because you could easily remove the little chunk of stickers and reuse the dashboard. So I thought that was pretty cool. And it was bright red, so perfect for the holidays. So I just did, again, those little Carpe Diem labels. Stuck one of those on there and just kind of keep it on there ready to go. And then we're into my section. So it's just a little section that I keep in here. I don't need a full holiday planner. I know some people like to do a full-on planner. I'm not that intense, you guys. Like, I don't have a big family I'm taking care of, or tons of kids and extra. I mean, I'm pretty low-key when it comes to holidays, but I do like to celebrate. This is one of my favorite times of year. It just brings me joy. So I did do a video on this bucket list that I've created here, and it's almost getting ready to start it. I have a few more things to end in my fall bucket list, but I'm excited to get to my holiday bucket list. So have that ready to go. And I did the back too in the video, but it's just kind of more of a placeholder. And then I have my Christmas card list which I have it in here, but I've kind of kept everything together because there's personal information for people that I send Christmas cards to, as well as gift lists. So this whole section I've kind of smushed together so you can't see any of the personal information. But those two sections are in there together, and I got both of those sheets out of the Happy Planner holiday, like the Christmas extension pack that I bought, again, not this year, but last year. And I only used a few pages out of it, so I'm trying to get more use out of it this year with the pages. And I really love, I will say, I really love the Christmas card list, because every year I have to open up my phone and go to the contact and look up the address, and it's kind of a pain. And so this way I have everybody listed out, and I can just do the cards just like boom, 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 boom. I don't have to go in and find each person and blah, 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 blah. So love this, use this, and very excited that I cleaned it up this year. I got more people in there, and I got it like fully ready to go. So I've already started using it and love it. Highly suggest getting one of those going if you don't already, if you like to handwrite your Christmas card list. And then, I keep flipping too fast. And then the gift list, I'm just starting to use. I don't know how I feel about this format right now, because I would rather have a place where I could do like a person and then different things for them all in one spot. This way is kind of like, it's like a person, what, where, purchased. It's like each individual line. So if you have like 4 or 5 things you're getting for one person, it's kind of like 4 lines. I'm not thrilled with the layout of this sheet right now. So maybe next year I'll make my own that fits my, style. But for now, I'm using that to kind of keep track of my gifts. Black Friday, you guys know I did a video on this, and I'll try to link all of the videos in this holiday section that I've done below. So the bucket list, I'll link my Black Friday list as well. So I've already started filling this guy out, getting kind of into it, added a few little icon stickers just because I could and just to make it fun, but this is working out great. I have a few, I'm not buying all this stuff, by the way. You guys might look at it and think like, whoa, she's got a lot of stuff to get. I like to kind of shop around and see how much things are at different stores, and then I also kind of like to get ideas, but I won't buy everything. I'll just kind of go and see like what I want most or what fits the bill for certain gifts and go from there. But the things that spark my eye, I like to write them down so I remember to check them out while I'm there. Got that, and then another sheet for my craft stores, and then maybe IKEA, and then I've also kind of got a little section on the back of this guy just because I know it will be in my planner cut out to remember to go and check out the other stores on Black Friday. Yeah, so these ones don't really have a comprehensive Black Friday sale, but usually they have something going on in their stores to kind of celebrate, so I want to make sure I check it out and see if there's anything good I need to get from those stores. And then I also took one and converted it into a shopping list for online. So that'll be like where Amazon, Costco, and then a couple of the beauty places I go to will live when I get a chance to really figure out what I need from those places. I have a question for you guys, and you guys can tell me down below in the comments. Maybe I'm just not that savvy with Amazon, but I find it really hard to find out what's on sale for these like Prime Day and Black Friday for Amazon, like especially ahead of time. I know they have those like pages where they're like on sale now, but like if you're trying to pre-plan, I find it really difficult to find things on Amazon and figure out what's going to be on sale and when to buy it. Maybe it's just me. Maybe you guys have some tips for me. I don't know. But I find Amazon quite challenging in the sale arena. If you don't know exactly what you're looking for, if you just like want something more generalized, it's really hard, I think, personally, to find out what's on sale. So let me know if you have a tip on how to make that happen. So like if I wanted to pre-plan on this sheet on what I wanted to buy and at what certain time. Okay, so yeah, so that's my Black Friday online sheet, and then like I said, so I have the other two, and I'll cut those down. This one I'm going to keep, actually. So these two I'll cut down and put them in my micro. As you saw, the sample page is there below when I'm ready to go out. This guy's going to live in my planner, and so I took a piece of cardstock from my holiday cardstock stuff, and basically put a couple of photo corners on there. So it's like little clear photo corners. Well, this one just kind of started coming out, so that I could just link it in. And voila. So it's kind of like one sheet together. And there's like an extra sheet in there as well, in case I need to put more stores down, which I don't think I will, but you never know. So that's kind of how I have it set up, and this cute little background, which again was too busy for my Christmas cards, but I think it works really nicely in here. So that's what I have there, cardstock kind of divider, if you will, but backer for my online shopping list. I included also this recipe sheet, which came with the extension pack as well. This one was originally made for cookies. So like if you did a cookie exchange, you could put your recipe down multiple times and then cut it and give it to the people at your cookie exchange. I'm repurposing it for my ideas for jar gifts this year. So I think I want to do kind of like, you know, homemade jar gifts for hot cocoa. I looked up a few recipes that I could do, possibly mostly vegan, because a lot of my family is plant-based, which is great. You know, I'm trying to be plant-based, so it all kind of works out. So there are vegan recipes for the mixes, and then you basically, I'm going to get together with a girlfriend of mine, and we're going to do ours together and make gifts and make them pretty, and voila! So everybody loves food for the holidays. So these are just some recipes that I can pull from and figure out what I want to do this year. And that's it. So again, nothing crazy in my holiday section, just a few things that I am working on for this year, and maybe I'll put more things in as things come up. If you guys are interested in that, there you go. That's my holiday section for now. And that's it. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up down below. Go ahead and leave me a comment if you'd like to get in touch. And think about subscribing to my channel if you haven't already, if you'd like to see more of my videos. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And we'll see you next time. Bye!